Today I'm making this Hanukkah donut mix in my Dash mini donut maker. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. Today is Fat Tuesday, otherwise known as Donut Day, and it's a tradition to eat donuts today. And I have this Hanukkah donut mix, which I purchased back in December because I was going to make a video with this around Hanukkah, but with all of the advent calendar videos and then injuring my thumb on the mandolin slicer, I didn't have time to do it. So I figured, well, today's donut day, so why not make these now and see if they come out. I have no idea if these are going to come out in the Dash mini donut maker. It says you need a deep fryer or large pot and vegetable oil enough for deep frying. Well, we're using the donut maker instead, so we're not going to use those. Then it says a large bowl and a small bowl, and ingredients for donuts: a half a cup of milk or water, and 1 box of Hanukkah donut mix. And then they give you ingredients for glaze: 1.5 ounce bag of icing sugar, 3 tablespoons of water, and 1 to 2 drops of vanilla extract, which is optional. It says for decorating, use the enclosed packets of blue and white sprinkles and powdered sugar. For the instructions: in a large bowl, add the donut mix, stir in water or milk, stir until uniform. And then they say scoop 1 tablespoon at a time, form batter into desired donut shapes. Carefully place formed donuts 1 at a time into heated oil. Fry for 2 minutes on each side until golden brown. Okay, but we're going to use the donut maker, so we're going to do things a little bit different. Here's what's inside the box. We have the donut mix, and it says donut mix on it. We have the sprinkles, and then this is the sugar. Here's the donut mix. It's about 2 cups, and I'm adding half a cup of water. And I'm going to stir that in. It smells really good. It smells like an old-fashioned cake donut, so it has like a little bit of nutmeg smell to it. I don't know if that's going to be enough water. It says stir until uniform, which would make me think it should be more of a batter. Like there's still just like flour on the bottom. I don't know if I need to go in. Let's see if I could just go in with my hands and like knead it together. It's a little bit sticky. It's sticky in places. Other places are not so sticky. I'm trying to get all of the loose mix that's still on the bottom incorporated into the dough. This might sound weird, but now it almost has like a fruity flavor. Like it almost kind of reminds me of like a Fruity Pebbles. I don't know where that's coming from. I should read the ingredients and see what's in here actually. But it is forming a nice dough. It's a little bit sticky. I did not put any extra water in, just what they said. All right, I think this is as good as it's going to get because it is uniform. Can you see the ball of dough? It's definitely sticky. Then it says coat hands with oil or flour, scooping 1 tablespoon at a time. Form batter into desired donut shape. So that's what I did not. I should have coated my hand with flour. Let me just get everything off my hand and then clean it up and put some flour on it. I just plugged in the Dash donut maker and it is heating up. The blue light is on. And I'm coating my fingers with some flour, and I'm going to grab like a tablespoon of this dough. Can I make like, maybe I need to roll it into a ball and then put a hole in the middle, maybe? Or maybe we could just put like the whole bowl. Maybe we could just put the entire ball into the donut maker. See how the middle of the donut has like that thing that sticks up? Let's put it in like that. Now let's just see what happens. It's been about 4 minutes now. Let's open this up and see what's going on inside. And that's what the donut looks like. It looks good. I'm gonna grab it. Nicely browned. Still really warm. I'm just gonna break into it. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it looks cooked inside. Let's taste it. It still has that weird fruity taste. The ingredients say natural and artificial flavors, so that must be what I'm tasting. It's somewhat dense inside. I mean, it's good. I'm eating it. But when I think of donuts, I think of something that's like more lighter and airier. Maybe it needs to cook a little longer. I sprayed some coconut oil cooking spray on this donut maker, and I'm just grabbing some dough and I'm placing it right in here. The donut maker will give it a donut shape. Like, it's not going to have a hole in the middle, but it's close enough. I'm trying to put like an even amount in all of these. Maybe take some out of... Oh, it's super sticky. I should have put more flour on my hands. Put another one in the middle. Okay. There. So now let's shut this. I'm going to cook this for 8 minutes. It's been 6 minutes now, and I want to check on the donuts to see what's going on in here. That is what they look like. They look really good to me. They are definitely browned, and I don't know if I should keep them in longer. I don't want them to burn. Like, this one's starting to get really dark on top. This one feels really firm. The ones with more batter in them feel firmer than the ones with less batter. Yeah, I'm going to take them out. The bottoms are looking really dark. They're super hot. Don't use your fingers. Here are the donuts that just came out of the donut maker. I'm going to set these aside. Here's what's left of the dough, and what I want to do with this now is I want to add some extra water to it. I want to see what happens if we make this more of like a batter consistency, since we're using the Dash donut maker instead of frying them, and how would they come out that way. I just added about 2 tablespoons of water, or 1/8 of a cup. I don't want to add too much at once and make it too soupy. I'd rather add more as I go along. I'm basically looking for kind of like a thick pancake batter. This looks good. I'm going to add just a little bit more. There's like another tablespoon. So that would be about 3 more tablespoons of water, and I think this looks good as far as like a pourable batter. It's a little lumpy in spots, but I think that's okay. So here's the donut maker. Can we actually pour it in? Or no? Is it still too thick? It's still really thick, but it is pourable now. Okay. Let's see what we get this time. It's really thick, so I am covering like that center hole area just because it's kind of too thick otherwise. If I put this in a squeeze bottle, then I'd be able to put it in nicer, like around the whole area, but I'm not using a squeeze bottle. I'm just pouring it in from here. So here's all the batter that was poured in this time. And let's cook this for 6 minutes. Here's the powdered sugar. I just put it in a bowl, and I'm going to take one of the donuts. And let's coat it in powdered sugar. This looks cute, and if I wanted to, now's a good time to take the chopstick and poke a hole in the middle so it looks like a legitimate donut. That looks cute. Let's taste it now. That is really good. It tastes like one of those little donuts, you know, like the mini powdered donuts you could buy at like a convenience store. I don't know if they're like Hostess or what company makes them. That's what it tastes like. The outside is very crisp, even slightly crunchy in areas, and the inside is nice and soft. These are less dense than the first one I tried, so definitely cook them at least 6 minutes in this mini donut maker. It's a really nice combination of a slightly crusty exterior with a soft interior, and the powdered sugar just makes it. It's been 6 minutes. Let's see what's going on with the second batch of donuts. That lid was actually pretty hot, which is kind of weird. Here's the second batch of donuts. They definitely look different than the first batch. So the ones that had less batter in them are not as brown as the ones with more batter. Also, the ones with less batter are softer. I think in general, all of these are softer than the first batch of donuts that we made. Let's see what happens if we try to flip these. That's what the other side looks like. The other side is really nice and brown, so I'm going to take these out. Here you can see the difference with the donuts. So these 6 right here are the original batch, and then all of these along the bottom and the side here are the second batch. And I'm just going to let them cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to taste one from the second batch. If we look at this one did not have enough batter in it. You can see the inside is really starting to burn a bit. Here's another one that had less batter in it. And another one. See how dark the inside is? Whereas the ones that had more batter in them, they're not as dark inside. And then here's the one that just was like leaking batter all over. I'm gonna grab some of these pieces off. Let's taste this one in the powdered sugar. Roll it around. So it feels lighter and airier because it has more of like the liquid in it, more water. That's what the inside looks like. Yeah, it's definitely a different texture. It's much lighter inside. Not as dense as the other ones. The outside is still crispy, but not as crispy as the other ones. But maybe it wasn't as crispy because I did not let it cool long enough. I just wanted to taste it. I mean, I like it both ways. Let's make some more donuts with the remaining batter. It's probably only going to make maybe 2 or 3. That looks good. We should have 3 donuts. So let's shut this. And let's cook that for about 6 minutes. I just powdered half of the donuts. These are the donuts that have cooled already. And I took the 3rd round of donuts out of the donut maker, so it's these ones, and they need to cool down. And what I'm going to do with the rest of the donuts is turn this powdered sugar into a glaze. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it and make it a glaze. Here's the glaze. I added 2 teaspoons of water to it. Let's try glazing some of these donuts. Do I want to glaze both sides or just one side? I don't know. Maybe I'll just glaze the top of them. Maybe my glaze is too thin. I don't know. I don't know if this glaze will harden on the donuts or not. Here are the donuts with the glaze on top. And let's put some sprinkles on them. Oh my gosh, did the glaze harden so fast that the sprinkles are not even staying? Okay, that's good enough, right? I think they look good. They look really cute. They look like mini glazed donuts. And so here we have 14 donuts. I have 7 powdered donuts on the left and 7 glazed donuts with sprinkles on the right. Now I ate 3 donuts. I ate 1 of the first batch and then I ate 2 from the second batch. I ended up eating one of the little tiny ones that really didn't have enough batter in it. I'm really happy with how these came out. And I think this donut mix worked really well in this Dash mini donut maker. And this is a Manischewitz Chanukah donut mix. I got this at a local supermarket around Hanukkah time. But I'm making them today for Fat Tuesday, for Donut Day, and I will be enjoying a few more of these. I definitely want to taste one with the glaze and the sprinkles on it. I'm going to take this nice round fat donut. I have to say, I think I like them better just with the powdered sugar. They taste more like an old-fashioned donut versus what we think of like a yeast glazed donut. And I think that's why. But they're very good, and I'm happy with how they came out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.